Oh, right. So, hi, Lynn. I'll just give it a few seconds, a minute or two, and see if anyone else is coming on, and then I will just soldier on with the next part of my little 5x8 album. So this is it here. So what I want to do is cover the insides with some more black card, and also make some pages, 4 pages to put on this little spine here. So yeah. So don't forget, everyone, this is the current hostess code that's running until the end of January. If you're watching this in February, then we have a new code, which will be this one. Hi, Ian. Okay, so this is the February one. But if you're watching it between now and the 31st of January, this is the code here for the workshop. And I'll close that off at the end of the month. Oh no, I'm going to miss the live. I'll have to catch up later on my lunch. Oh, no worries, Emma. Didn't quite manage to get on yesterday with my Amy, but hi ho. Hi, Barbara. How are you? So, if you haven't already seen part 1, do go over to YouTube. And you will see the graphic that says part 1, how to make an album series, something like that, or mini series. So we know it is a 5x8 sized album, so that is going to be really easy to cut out 2 mats for the inside. Trimmer would be handy, Tricia. I hope everybody's got a wee cup of tea. So I'm going to cut it at 7 3/4 by 5, and we need 2 of those. So I'll just start bashing on. So 7 3/4 by 4 3/4. Yes, there's our lovely Joe watching. Hopefully we will get a little live from Joe on his own group, Chipboard Chappy Crafts, sometime. There, we've said it out loud now, Joe. You're going to have to do it. We're all needing our fancy handmade folio albums feast from you. Is that the right saying? Not feast. We need our dose of Joe's tutorials. There we go. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal to pop these down, and some white glue. Stampin' Seal is a really, really strong adhesive, and Joe's got 2 lives coming up. Brilliant, brilliant. What I'll do is, in this live, because obviously this is my own album, but because Joe is one of the main reasons that I do my own handmade kind of albums and stuff now, and I always mention him. I'll put a link to his group in the description. So it's a Facebook group, Ian. Joe's not quite ready for a YouTube yet, although we keep nipping his head. So I'm just going to use this Stampin' Seal. It's a really good adhesive. And I'm going to use wet glue as well. Ian, it was nice to see you doing a YouTube tutorial as well, stamping with Ian. Glad to see you getting some of your mojo back, honey. Or at least finding some time, that's the dead one. At least finding some time to kind of shut off for a bit. So Ian, welcome. Well, not welcome, but nice that you're introduced to a fellow gentleman crafter. Right, I've went through 2 of those glues. Oh my. Hi, Alison, how are you? I would come and clean your craft room in a minute. If I lived closer. I just love organising stuff. Right, I'm just putting wet glue towards the edge. Oh, not too close or it will overlap. So, if I forget, please remind me to put the link to Joe's Facebook group in the description box. Okay, so we're just going to place this down roughly centre on the inner back cover and also the front. It's strange, I don't know who else does this. Every time I've got a plain piece of card that I want to put adhesive on, for some reason I always switch it over when both sides are pretty much the same. Well, they are the same. It just shows the little quirky things you do without realising it at the time. Oh dearie dear. This one is about out, but you get refills for these. You don't get all the free little scrappy pieces or dimensionals stuck on them. That's just my messy desk. Oh dear, I hope everyone's got a cuppa. I've had 2 coffees today and I'm on my 3rd cup of tea. I just think a cup of tea gives you more of a hug in a mug than a coffee does. So, just putting away all my acoustic waxes from the demo yesterday. Oh, you forgot photos. Oh, you had said you were going to take photos if you remembered to. Oh, I'm glad it went really well. You've got so much talent. So much talent. Right. There we go. So there's our inside covers done. And this is really nice and chunky. Really nice and chunky. Okay, so I'll pop that to the side. We are going to make pockets now. Well, the pages. So what we need to do is just let me explain quickly for those that maybe haven't made an album. 2 pieces of card cut and scored at the same measurements, but you flip one over. Okay, and once this is adhered, this will then go over one of your spines, and then that acts as a page and it also acts as a pocket. So I've done one in practice. We're going to make another 3. So we need an A4 sheet. Now remember, you can change the colour of your pages or what have you, but if you're like me, you like, hi Sharita, how are you, lovely lady? You like everything kind of matching. So A4 short side to the top. And we are going to score down at 7 15/16 of an inch. So try that again. So it's a score. Score. There we go. Long side to the top, and we're going to cut at 4 7/8. And then 4 7/8. So that gives you your 2 pieces. Hi Pam, how are you? 2 pieces for a page. So let's repeat that. So I have 2 sets there. Let's do page number 3. There's maybe a more frugal way you can cut these guys, but like I say, I've got plenty of cardstock. I'm not too worried about wastage. I know, Sharita, because I'm not normally on during the week. So 4 7/8. 4 7/8. So it's 2 pieces per page. So 1 more. All these bits come in handy. I always keep my little offcuts, as you know, because I'm always saying, keep them. So score at 7 15/16 of an inch, and then cut it at 4 7/8 to get another 2 pieces. I hope everybody is well. So I did have a couple of bad days with my ME. However, I did manage to get some stuff done in the mornings. Hi, Sophia. And then I was just really bedded from late afternoon all night, pretty much. And then sometimes I come alive at, say, 9 or 9:30 at night. And then I get up and get something to eat and what have you. But I knew better days were coming, and today I feel pretty good mentally for concentrating. So all we're going to do is burnish our little glue tabs, and then we're going to put these pages together. So there's 2. And why does it heat up so quick with the little fan heaters? I'm not turning it off though, I'm keeping it on. I've got plenty electricity here, and I want to keep my little tootsies warm. There's 3, and then there's the 4th one that I've already folded and burnished. So what we want to do is add tape to all of these 8 pieces, and then we're going to join them up in doubles to get 4. Oh, thank you. They're actually needing taking off now. I cut them down myself because they're too long, but I do need to get them redone. But that's not on my priority list for this week. Yeah, I need to do that. I'm dyeing my hair, get rid of some of the little greys that are sneaking in. A good wee cup of Yorkshire tea gold that I got on special offer from the local shop. Right, okay. So I am going to use red tape. I think. Have I got one that's thick enough? No, in fact, I will use my tearing tape. So, for quickness, I am just going to get my ruler so that I can tear it off nice and neatly. Okay. Right, so, hi Janice. Tell me your news while I attach all this tape. Is there anything exciting going on? What's your plans for today? Okay, there's one done. It's really easy to apply this tearing tape. I do have a spare somewhere. I don't know if you remember, I lost a roll a while back and then I found it behind my desk. Oh dear. Janice, I am halfway through my self-assessment. I just need to get it all on a spreadsheet and do my actual submission. So I've only got a few days to do that. Well, I think I've got a week actually. So I'll manage that, no bother. Sorting everything out into month by month was the bit that took up the longest, so... Right, okay, let's keep going with this. It's nice just to see the whole process. And people can always speed up the video if they're watching it on replay. Speed it up. Okay, that one's a bit squint, but never mind. Right, so Alison's got an art journal in Zoom this afternoon. Usually do a collage on a workshop song. Might use some jelly print. Nice. Nice. I need to actually start being brave and decorating the journal that you gifted me. I have got a lot of bits bookmarked in it, like special pages and what have you. I just need to test the waters and see which of my kind of like journaling pens won't bleed through the, what do you call it, the pages, because I think that can spoil it a little bit, doesn't it? Ian lost a piercing tool about 5 years ago. It never turned up. The mice maybe ran away with it. Not that you've got mice, but... Or a little craft fairy. Oh dear. Oh, I'm just loving crafting just now. Got a few projects coming up on my blog at smithscraftycreations.com. A couple of videos coming up as well, video blogs on my YouTube channel, which is Smith's Crafty Creations. What else do I have going on? I have a rotating pile of blog hops. So every time I do one, I go on to the next one that's due. The soonest. Hi Tracy Lou. Alison, start off with pencils. The issue watercolour pencils work well. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Tracy, I made you a gift and I sent you a little message, honey. I don't know if you saw it, but I was wondering if you want a little sneak peek. I just need to purchase a 12 by 12 frame and get it posted off to you in the next couple of weeks. Ian loves the SU watercolour pencils. I've got mine close by, but I should maybe bring them closer, even closer still, within hand reach so I could use them more. I've got all my blends and that in front of me, so if you've just joined, I'm doing part 2 of the 5x8 album. So we made the bones of it on the last live, which is on YouTube, and we've done the little spine thing. Would you like to see it, Tracy? I can show you it right now if you like, but you might have a little wobble to yourself. But I really love it. Spent a few hours the other night making it for you. I'll wait and see if Tracy wants me to show her the gift first before I bring it. Because Tracy, you might want a surprise. You'll never know, never know. Right, I need a wee pokey tool. So I'm just going to move these out the way and do page by page. And then we'll go on to possible page designs. So I'm going to put wet glue on this. I'll maybe wait and send you in a photo actually. If you want to keep it private, honey. No pressure. Right, so I'm just joining this up. So I've lined it up pretty... Of course, right, brilliant. I'll show you in a wee second then. Ian saying the first set is an old style box. Bought them in, they were a limited offer with a share what you love set. Oh, wow. Well, as sillily or stupidly, many times ago, one of the times I was clearing up, I dropped the tub that I have all my water pencils in, and I broke a lot of their, I broke a lot of the ends off, so. Right, this is what I've made for my crafty friend Tracy. You ready, Tracy? Whose favourite colour is purple, and I've made Tracy a 12 by 12, almost like a scrapbook page. However, this will go in a 12 by 12 frame. So I made this for you, honey, for losing your lovely grace recently. And I thought it would complement your living room. I can't believe I forgot that purples were your favourite colour, because your living room's all that kind of colour. So that's my little present to you, lovely lady. It's nice to be nice and let people know that you care. Oh, thank you. Oh, it's getting hot in here now. Right. So, let's get on with doing this. This does take up a wee bit of time, guys, so if you get bored, don't worry. Oh, don't worry if you need to sneak off or whatever. Or mute me or whatever you want. Right, so. What I'm going to do is, what I tend to do, so I will marry up the ends that's not got the adhesive on it. Just to make sure it's all straight and lined up. Yep. If you've got footery fingers, you can stick a little paper clip on to keep its position, and then adhere your pages down together. You will get a bit sticky, but you just need to remove the glue as you go, and then remove it with a wee eraser. You do need to remember and burnish these down well. If you go slightly over with your tape, you can just bend it back on itself. Joe, just be careful when Tricia sends you something. There might be 4,000 sequins in the package. Joe, that's funny. That is funny, pal. Oh, that makes me giggle. Yeah, give these a good burnish down, because you don't want these pages coming away from each other. So there's 2 done. I'm really getting sticky. Footery fingers. Oh, brilliant. Right, okay, let me just get a little clip to show you what I mean. Everybody's will have their own ways of doing these little tips and tricks for keeping things in position. Okay, so what I can do now is I can just remove the tape. So some people do this, they remove it partially. Okay, make sure it's in position, and then they'll just pull that away like so, and then it all sticks. She was being nice to you, Joe. That's funny. Oh, I wonder if I've got any. I'll not say any more because I want Tracy's to be a surprise when it's all finished. So I shall say no more. Right. That was far easier doing it that way with the little clips, so let's just repeat that. Again, just line up your pages. Yep, they're all marrying up. Do this. There we go. Oh, it's getting like an oven in here, but I am not complaining. Not complaining. Right. So, that's our 4 pages. Let me just take a second to drink my tea and get some of this glue off of my thumb. Oh, it's sticky, okay. And let me remove some of the rubbish out of the way. It gets everywhere, especially if you use the red tape, because the backing of it's so staticky. Right, so the aim of the game is, hi Janice, we are going to stick each of our pages onto our spine, and when it closes it's going to just be short of the 5 inches in size. Alison says, I wish I'd taken my pointy 2 yesterday. The double-sided sellotape was a pain in the... Brilliant, I know. Either your nails are too short or your nails are too thick. Right, to put these, Pam's saying it's cold here having windows and doors fitted in the rain. Oh no. Oh, it'll be worth it though. It'll all be worth it. We've got some of the first style of double glazing. It's aluminium framed, so it's not the best. But let's face it, it's very expensive. So, right, what we need to do now is we're going to put some red tape on each side of these 4 page holders. Okay. And I've already burnished these down so they move nice and easy. Left to the right. And these are, I think these are 1/2 inch. Yeah. So once they're stuck on, obviously we are going to lose this depth in terms of the width of the pages by the depth of these little bits. These are 1/2 inch. So the pocket widths are 4 3/4. We're going to lose 1/2 inch, so the width of our pull-out pockets are going to be 4 1/4. I'm just going to write that down now before I forget. They will be 4 1/4. Because you would presume that the whole thing would fit. Oh, no worries. Enjoy the dentist. Good luck at the dentist, rather. Nobody enjoys the dentist, do they? Right, and these pages are 7 7/8 in depth, so you want 7 3/4. So that is going to be your pull-out mat size. And we'll test one, and if it's too nippet, we can take it up or down or what have you. It was an old tape. My sticky fix-its didn't stick either. Oh, brilliant. Just always use SU stuff. Oh, I know. Right. Now, let's see. Now, I am going to use this clip to clip this down ever so slightly so I can get a wee head start on this. So, there we go. Just be careful when you're cutting this off at the end. It's that sticky, it will lift up your card. It will rip your card if you have to try and remove a bit of the tape. So we're going to put tape on all 4 pieces, so that's 8 sides. Like so. Don't forget the giveaway on the Facebook page. This month is a Stampin' Up trimmer. Right, okay, let me see now. I don't want to overlap it. any higher than the actual lip size, because then it's going to stick to your actual inside of your page. That'll do. And you will need wet glue on top of this so that you can kind of shimmy your page into position. Okay, let's flip this round. Wow, it is getting warm. So, I'm just going to line that up with the edge. Trim it off. If it does happen to overlap slightly, just bend it back. Bend the adhesive back on itself so it's not overlapping. Oh, this is a workout. Might need to turn my heating off after all. We need to watch this later as battery running out. No worries, hun. Lovely to see you here. Okay, concentration. Because, as you know, this stuff is a nightmare to remove if you put it down wrong. It pretty much doesn't move at all. Right, burnish that. Getting there, getting there. This is the most timely part is all this. No worries, you could always catch up on YouTube, like I say, folks, and then just fast forward the boring bits like this. Hi, Joanna. How are you? Hope you're well. We are getting there. We've put this red tape on. Right, okay, so what has everyone been making recently? Or do you have anything that you need to make projects for that's coming up? There's always something, isn't there? Hi, Margaret. So what do we have? We have, not everybody celebrates Valentine's, but we have Valentine's next month. We also have, we have new online exclusives coming to the online store in March. So if you're a demonstrator, you can get a pre-order of that from the 1st of the month, which is good. Right, let's see. Okay, last one, folks, last one. And then I will need to turn my heater off because I'm melting. Sounds like the Wicked Witch of the East. Or was she the Wicked Witch of the West? Can't remember. Right. Okay. And it's fine that it's not all entirely to the end. You're making an amazing trip. Joanna's going to her brother's in Dublin. Oh, bless. I'm sorry to hear that, Joanna. That's so sad. Your brother will appreciate you going over to help him, honey, won't he? Oh, is it Dublin you're originally from? That's so sad. Right, let's get one of the pages on. So I'm just going to start from the back and go back the way. Start at the back and then work towards the front, rather. So, little tip. If your pages, and I'm just going to test this now, if your pages are slightly tight, an easier way to be able to get them on is you just take you just miter a tiny little smidgen off the edge of each end. Joanna's a Yorkshire lass, but sister-in-law's from Dublin. Oh, that's nice. That's lovely. Right, so the key is to do your pages so that they go on flush without having to cut. So I'm just removing the tape from the first page holder. I'm just going to run my finger down it to make sure that there's no excess red tape. I'm also going to pop some Tombow glue on it in case I need to shimmy and reposition the page. So we are going to pop it on. And you want it so that it's just not quite down to the ground. Want to make sure that's going on okay. That's fine by me. Sometimes you will get a little excess piece like this, but it doesn't matter. Because once all the pages are in, etc., nobody's going to be touching in between there. And that's the purpose of the wet glue, is to allow you to move it a little bit. So, yay, still live. My mum's side of the family are actually from Belfast area, Northern Ireland, sorry, not Belfast area, but Northern Ireland. The McKernans and the O'Rourkes, and that is why my name is Tricia McKernan, after my great uncle Patrick McKernan. And we had a relative called Tilly who had McKernan's pub in County Armagh, I think it was, up until the 1980s. So I'm not bad. Hey, how are you? I hope your back's easing up a little bit. Now I've got a little bit of glue there, but it's absolutely fine. Like I say, any wee sticky bits you could just rub off, and you can see these pages are just matching up quite nicely. Okay, so we're going to put the third page in, and then we'll put the last one in. How long have I been live, guys? Because I want to keep these under an hour. Oh, bless, still in bed. I must admit, having my feet up yesterday afternoon into the evening and the day before, it does help with my fatigue. It just gets that with the ME, you're so weak that you can't stand, and you've just got to lie down to it. And I'm starting to learn that if I don't lie down to it, that's when it starts affecting my kind of like mental ability. My brain fog gets worse, so I'm only doing myself a favour by lying down to it at times, so it's all good. Okay, there's another page in, and again, just burnish it really, really well. Make sure it's stuck down. Perfect. Ta-da! One more page to go in. One more page. Right, let's do this. What day is it today? Is it Tuesday? Yes, it is. It's Tuesday. Last week was a really, really slow week, but I think this week's going to be quicker. Of course, because I feel more productive, so let's go and go too fast. Okay, wet glue. In pain, bottom of back is numb. Physio reckons could be 4 weeks before any improvements. Oh. We go to our physio every 4 weeks for my hypermobility, and my husband has issues with his back and his hips as well. But unfortunately, the physio was actually off. Well, the specialist that we see, he was actually off after having knee surgery. So it's been about 2 months since I've been, so you've reminded me we need to phone up. It's like a spinal manipulation we get, but I feel like the just above the curve of my back, is it your L5? AC5, L5 and something else I get bothered with, but it feels like my discs are crushing together at times, and it's quite sore. Right, now this page I haven't stuck down properly. It's slightly squint, but in the grand scheme of things, no one's going to notice. If it bothers you, you can put ribbon in between these pages if you don't like to see the gluey sections. It's a lot easier to hide these bits when you do a wider spine. So if you remember, it's a 1/2 inch gap in between my pages. because the album's a little smaller. Could someone do me a favour and let me know what how long I've been on for? And what I'll do is I'll start cutting up the pocket inserts, and we shall test. And look, here's a sheet that I cut down the wrong side earlier. So let me test this. So 7 3/4 by 4 1/4. If it's too tight, then we can cut it down some more. Always start off too big rather than too small. Right, 4 1/4 we thought. So this is going to be the insert, and I'm going to use the back page as an example. Whoops. So that will shimmy in there. Oh, that's perfect. So you want it either in line or just slightly shorter than the pocket. We're going to put tabs on these, so only 37, 38 minutes. Oh, that's fine. So I could do the pockets at least. L5 and L6 are discs that are impacting 2 different nerves in my right leg. Ah, see, mine's is on the left side, Ian, so I get a lot of bother with my hip, my hip giving way and what have you too. Right, so another sheet of paper we need, and if you've got any half sheets, you can utilise those instead of cutting a new sheet open. So look at that. Let's see now. 4 1/4. The key is when doing this is just to have fun. It's 4 1/4 by 7 3/4. There we go. Oh, that's fancy that, being the exact same size. Yep, 7 3/4 by, that was meant to be, obviously, 4 1/4. So, if you're lucky enough to have a retired tab punch, great. If you don't have a tab punch, all you need to do is take a piece of... Yes, you are in good company because we are all falling to bits. Let's see. Depends what size of tabs you want, but there's an inch piece. I'm just going to fold it in half. And then what you can do is you can just stick it on like so. Obviously, we'd want it sticking out a little bit more than that. So maybe do it the other way. And you can use your corner punch to make it look like it's a circle. And we're just going to stick that on there, like so. Fab. Oh, Ian has a coffee order and a Stampin' Up order coming. Very good. Is it the refills for your coffee machines? The one of 2 that you have? Lucky ducky. Right, give me a second. I'm just going to try and find my tab punch. I just need to quickly put the torch on my backup phone. Oh, where are you? Where are you? I think my tab punch must be in my album making box, funnily enough. So give me a second, I'm going to have to move some junk from underneath my desk. I've got an old trimmer there, I've got old training certificates. Right, let's get this big box down. Joanna has it C5, C6, oh no. Yeah, my cervical one at C5, L5 or L6. And then my, obviously because I've got, what do you call it? Hypermobility. I've got a squid pelvis as well, which is annoying. Right, I can't find my tab punch. However, I do know that I have a little stash of pre-punched tabs in here. Look at that. See. Very good, Tricia. Now where to put this big, huge box. So this is like all my non-Stampin' Up album making things. It's good to keep them all in the one section, the one box. And an original Nespresso Douce Gusto and Nespresso Vertuo. Oh, fancy. So I do have this punch, but I just don't know what I've done with it. So Yeah, you can use a circle punch as well and just make up your own tabs. It's easy enough. Pardon me. So, let's do this. Yeah, I'm going to have to get some Nespressos because I need to get the machine back out and the Tassimo back out. I just don't like a lot of clutter on my worktops, you see, so I take them in and I take them out and take them in and take them out. Right, all I'm going to do is start putting these tabs on my little page inserts. Pull out pockets. Pull out mats. You know what I mean. We've all got different names for things, don't we? Right, I'm going to flip it over. No, I'm going to do it. That's the first one. This is going to be the 4th page. I just like to do it this way so that there's actually the same amount of distance between each of the tabs, if you like. Joanna's spinal cord damage was C5 to T2. Oh dear. Nerve pain reduced mobility on my right side. And you do really well, hun, with all your crafting. You really, really do. There's a lot of people that wouldn't try and persevere, isn't there? But when you're in pain all the time and you get a wee good day, you've got to try and do as much as you can. Ian thinks he has that circle tab punch probably in one of my many retired boxes. Aha, that's good. That's good. I do have another. I want the other one, but I'm not paying over £100 for it. People that sell retired stuff at like 5 times the original price are just being greedy, I think. Right, okay, now to put the next one on. Okay. It's getting awful gloomy here. Right, I'm just going to chance this and put this on down a bit here. The little bits here will be covered with mats, etc. Some people like to just keep these just the one colour, but you can change them up. So if I put that one there, that should be fine. Ideally, 5 pages would have been nice, because what I would have done is start off with the 5th one, start for the centre and work out the way. Because now I'm going to have a slight gap. Let me see if I can move this a little bit. Yep, there we go. It's going to have a slight gap where it's not the same gap between the tabs, and that will just annoy me, but it's fine. It is fine. Right, okay. So let's do this. Whoops. Don't go too heavy-handed with your tabs, your glue, sorry. Right, that's great. So I just need to line this up and add glue to the other side. She says, you see when you put too much glue on, it will move about a little bit too much, but it does dry quick. More like a little bit of wiggle room. Joanna still has that. Brilliant. I can send you some wheel tab cut outs, let me know. Oh, yes, I did I have some of those? I think is that these ones, Ian? They're like that. That would be great. Just next time you're, no rush of that, honey. Just next time you get some time. Right, that's not bad. So, can you see what I was doing there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. The next bit is the bit where you can be all creative. So, I'm just popping these in. So, there's the first one, second one, third one. Let me see now. This one, there we go. Sometimes you do need to give them a wee wiggle if they're catching on the join of your pages. So, there is the 4 pages, sorry, with the pull-out tabs. And then what will happen is the next stage, I will decide on what kind of feature I'll have on each side of the pages. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 designs for the pages. Sometimes I like to put something on there and there. So that's up to 10 designs for the pages. My last album, it was a thicker gap between the pages, so I was able to build it up bulkier. But this one's going to be kept quite simple, so it might just be a waterfall section here. It could be a gatefold section that opens up. This could be just a triple fold-out page. So yeah, I think that's what the third part of the tutorial will be. So part one was the basic album. Part two is the... part one was the basic album, front and back covers, ribbon and the spine. And this second part is the pages and the little pull-out inserts. Also matted the inner side of the cover. So yeah, I think that is enough for today. And look at that, the extra wide little gap in between pocket 2 and 3. It was obviously meant to be because I forgot I've got quite a thick ribbon closure here. So when this is tied, it's not going to affect my little tabs. So that was obviously meant to be. So they will be nice and protected. So thank you so much everybody for coming on. I will download this and get it up onto YouTube. And yeah, hope you have a nice afternoon. I'm not sure what I'm going to do now. I'm going to log in back into my work computer for my day job because I want to check some stuff before I shut that down completely. So yeah, thanks again folks. I'll see you in the next live and enjoy your day. Thanks for coming on. Bye.